Hello YouTube. I am making a quick little, I wouldn't necessarily call it a review, but there's not a whole lot on the 501 or the 512, or they may actually call it the Game Elf. I've had it installed for a week now, and I've got 11 arcade games in my house. It's my little boy's bedroom right here. And this is a Mortal Kombat machine, Mortal Kombat 3, that I put the 512 and 1 in. And the first thing I noted, and I'd seen people online have the exact same issue, was the fact that I could not get player 1's buttons to work. And none on the front side would work, any of the buttons on that side. But what I had learned is, if I take and find one button in particular, in this case it was player 2, in my case the run button, and if you hold it down the other buttons would work. So I actually took and just ran another ground wire to the run button, and it was a simple fix, and all my buttons work now. My joystick, everything worked. I've got 11 arcade games, and out of those 11 I've done several PCB board swapping over with this 512 and 1, and none of them would work. So it is literally just finding which button you should mash, and the easy way of finding it is mash all the buttons one at a time and move your joystick until you can figure out which one it is that you need to run another ground to. I've also have a 60 and 1 on a vertical machine, which I still hooked the PCB board up just to figure out which button it was. And once again, I found that in and it would work. So it is definitely a situation that I've seen many people have the same problem with online. If you like Neo Geo, you will love this. It has got many Neo Geo games. Mutation Nation, right now being one of my favorite new ones that I've actually played. I had never played it before, and though my PC has got many ROMs up there for emulation, it's one I had actually overlooked. A very good game. I'm not going to go over all the games. Of course, it's got all your Neo Geo Metal Slugs, just about any game you might want. It's got a pretty cool Pac-Man. It's a 2-player Pac-Man, where you can actually jump the ghost. I thought that was pretty nice. Emulation for a single player, would love it. Have absolutely no problem at all. Most of the games, unless it's very new, you 2-player may have some issues with it. Your frame rates drop considerably. So if you're looking mainly 1-player, you will love this. You'll have absolutely no problem at all. 2-player, you're starting to look at any games that's got a lot of action taking place, you're going to have a severe drop in performance. Final Fight's up here. It's a really good one. Nightmare in the Dark is one of my little boy's favorites. That, again, as simple as it may be, you'll be surprised at how much slowdown you'll have in 2-player. But once again, for about $120, and it was shipped to my house within 48 hours. Make sure I said the name correctly. Let's see, Jamma Boards. JammaBoards.com. This is the second time I bought something from them. And it's definitely lived up to what it's supposed to be. If I could have asked for anything different, it probably would have been a little better 2-player action in games like this. This is really one of the main reasons I got it, because my little boy who is 7, me and him have beat this game several times playing emulation on the PC. So the board also supports VGA out. It runs at 1024 resolution, running out through VGA. I can imagine frame rates would probably be pretty bad in comparison to that. I actually own a Raiden machine, 1990 Raiden, and I did note that it sounded a lot different. The emulation for my real Raiden game, which is in the other room, compared to this one. So I mean, unless you're a stickler for actual perfect sound, I think for the most part, most people would be very, very happy with this 512-in-1. If you have any questions, just let me know.